So, what's my most preferred method of divination and why? So, I wrote, I have to say, as much as I love my tarot and oracle cards, they do exhaust me. They drain my energy super fast. So true. It's a long process and it can be time consuming, especially since I am still just a student of tarot. I'm working on strengthening my intuition. So, really, I love my pendulum. It's my go-to. The simplicity. I have a pendulum that I wear as a necklace, so I can always have it with me, and it's great for when I'm low on energy or short on time. I can take it with me anywhere, and the answers are very concise and quick and much easier to divine. But of course, I would have to add to that you are more limited to the type of questions you can ask and the type of responses you're going to get. Whereas, like tarot, and even like tasseography, crystal ball gazing, or candle gazing, those things you can get like a long, drawn out, like more in depth answer to your questions. But of course, with the pendulum, you usually tend to only get like yes or no, or like if there's two choices, you can get those kind of answers. And you can kind of learn different ways of questioning to kind of add a little more. Like, okay, you could say, like, is so and so, like, okay, I use it so much for like gender. Like, if you're gonna have a baby, like, what's the gender gonna be? Like, okay, so find out it's a boy. Well, you could find out, like, well, is this boy going to be, something, I don't know. Just things like that. You can continue the line of questioning, I think is what I'm trying to say, by offering choices to the pendulum. So you really have to kind of bond with your pendulum and get to know it and let it get to know you so that it will know, like, your line of questioning, I guess I would say. But of course, a lot of people are not sold on the pendulum because it's like whether or not you control it, either consciously or subconsciously, like with the way you hold it. Like maybe you hold it a different way without realizing it when you want a particular answer. And I'm just like, okay, so yeah, maybe that is true. But don't we use divination? Like, I really feel like divination should be used more for intuitive purposes rather than like telling the future, because the future is so changeable anyway. So it's really good to like delve into your subconscious and like what you would want to happen and why, as opposed to what is definitely going to happen, because who knows what's going to happen. The future is always changing from one second to the next based on what decisions you make, as far as my opinion goes. I don't believe that there's predestination down to every detail. I think major themes in our lives are predestined, but I also believe that the road, the journey, the path to get you there could be just billions and trillions. You'll ultimately end up in the same place, but you have so many different paths you can take to get there that really, what is the point in using divination to tell the future? That's my thought on it. So I'd love to hear your thoughts. So I'm going to create a hashtag for this, and let's just call it I Love Divination. So give me a video response. Use the hashtag and let's see what your thoughts are. And if you totally disagree with me, I would love to hear that as well. Hashtag I Love Divination. Blessed be, guys. Thanks for playing along.